Hi YouTube, Tim Eckert here. In this video I'm going to show you how to factor quadratics where a is 1. And what that means is the number in front of x squared is 1. And because the number in front of x squared is 1, we won't even write the number there. You'll just see x squared. So the first step we want to do is we want to list the factor pairs of 8. So I can multiply 1 times 8 to get 8. I can multiply 2 times 4 to get 8. I can multiply -1 by -8 to get 8. I could multiply -2 by -4 to get +8. These last two work because a negative times a negative yields a positive. Now what I want to do, step 2, I want to find the pair of factors that adds to the middle coefficient here, that adds to this 6. So in that case that's +2 and +4. And I can even write +2 and +4 here. And my next step is to write it into factored form. So I'm going to just simply write it as x plus 2 times x plus 4. And that's my solution for this particular one. Okay, I'm going to take a look at 4 more of these, and let's keep going. All right, problem 2. If you want to try these out, I would pause the video, try it on your own, then check your solution against mine. So this next one, we're going to factor x squared plus 7x plus 10. So first off, I'm going to list the factor pairs of 10. So I can multiply 1 by 10 to get 10. I could multiply 2 by 5 to get 10. I could multiply -1 by -10 to get 10. And I could multiply -2 by -5 to get 10. Now I want the pair of factors that I select to add up to the middle coefficient, which is a +7. So 2 and 5 work. So +2 and +5 work. I'm going to write this in factored form as x plus 2 times x plus 5. And there we go. That's that one. Okay, let's try another. All right, this next problem, I'm going to factor x squared minus 11x plus 30. So I'm going to list my factor pairs of 30 to start. So I can multiply 1 by 30. I can multiply 2 by 15. I can multiply 3 by 10. I can't multiply anything by 4 to get 30, but I could do 5 times 6. Okay, and I believe that's it for the positives. I could also do the negatives here. So -1 times -30, -2 times -15, -3 times -10, and -5 times -6. Now I want these factor pairs to add to the middle coefficient, which is -11. So I would select -5 and -6, and I could write this in factored form as x minus 5 times x minus 6. And that would be my solution for that one. Hopefully all of this is making sense. Let's keep going. All right, problem 4. Factor x squared minus 6x minus 16. So I'm going to list the factor pairs of -16. So -1 times +16 works. To multiply to -16, +1 times -16 would work, but neither of those add to -6. So let's keep going. -2 times +8. Well, that adds to +6, so we're getting close. So if I did +2 times -8, well, these two numbers multiplied to -16 add to -6. So I would select these, and I wouldn't have to keep going. I could also do -4 times 4, but those aren't going to add to a -6. So once I find the factor pair that works, I can stop and write it in factored form as x plus 2 times x minus 8. And there we go. I'm done with that one. All right, one more. All right, this last one we're going to factor x squared plus 7x minus 30. So I want to list the factors of negative 30. So I could do positive 1 and negative 30. That adds to negative 29, so that's no good. Negative 1 and positive 30. Again, that adds to positive 29, so no good. 2 times negative 15. That adds to negative 13. No good. Negative 2 times 15 doesn't work. But let's see here. If I do 3 times negative 10, that gives me a sum of negative 7 when I add those two numbers. I'm trying to get positive 7 here, so I'm close. But if I do negative 3 and positive 10, well, that multiplies to negative 30 and adds to positive 7, so that's the pair I want. So I can write this in factored form as x minus 3 times x plus 10. And that's my factored form for this particular problem. And we're all set. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe.